Hi, and welcome to the Prumihimo channel. My name's Prumihimo, and I'm an absolute kumihimo addict. And today what I'd like to show you is a braid structure called Hollow Braid. You may also have come across it called by its Japanese name, which is Edo Yatsu. But for the purposes of this, I'm going to stick to the English names. Now, Hollow Braid, as its name suggests, has a hollow centre to it, but when you're constructing the braid you'll find that that hollow centre closes up unless you insert a bead or a cord. It's a very versatile braid. It's very nice and strong and very flexible in all directions, so you can use it in virtually any jewellery design. And it's easy to learn, a little bit more complex than the regular round braid, but I think you'll find that it's quite easy to get into the rhythm of it. And my aim in this video is to explain to you how to find an easy way to remember the moves. So let me show you what I mean. So here are 4 examples of hollow braids that I've made for you. All of these are made with 8 cords, but you can actually do hollow braid with more cords or with fewer cords, but they need to be in pairs. For this demonstration, I'm going to stick to 8 cords though. And if we look at this first one here, this was made with 4 cords of one colour and 4 of the other. And I've positioned those so I've got the purple in the 4 slots at north and south on the disc, and the turquoise at east and west. Now this one has just got one cord of contrast colour, and that can be positioned anywhere on the disc, and you will get this sort of spotty effect. I rather like this one. This, if you look at it closely, is almost like a sort of percentage sign but reversed. And this has just 2 cords of the contrast colour, the turquoise, and those are in the top 2 slots in the north position. But this is the one I want to demonstrate to you because this is my favourite, and this one I think highlights the sort of basket weave construction that you get in this braid. So let's get started. For this braid, you need to have 6 cords of one colour and 2 cords of your contrast colour. And your contrast colour will go in the left-hand slot at north and the right-hand slot at south. This braid can benefit from a weight, so I recommend that you use a weight, and you will need at least 50 grams if you're using satin cord as I am. And with a thicker cord like this, which is actually the 2mm, you may even want to go up to 100 grams. This braid does benefit from weight, but because I've got a table underneath, I'm going to be doing it just with my hands. Now, the thing to remember about this braid is that you work first in a clockwise motion, and then you work in an anti-clockwise motion. And try to look at your disc in terms of pairs. Now we're going to start with the top left cord, and to help you remember that, just think about reading. That's where you start, top left. So we start with the top left cord. We cross it over its pair and bring it next to the next pair. And we're moving the cords in a clockwise direction. In this braid, the disc itself does not move. Now, having put that cord in its slot, we pick up the very next cord. We cross it over its pair and bring it next to the next pair. Again, clockwise direction. Now we pick up the very next door cord, cross it over its pair and put it in the slot next to the next pair. And again, this is the final move of this clockwise direction. We pick up the next door cord, we cross it over its pair and bring it up to the top. So that's the end of clockwise. Now we're going to move in an anti-clockwise direction. So we now take the right hand cord at the top. We cross it over its pair and move in an anti-clockwise direction to the next pair. And again, we just pick up the next cord, the very next cord, cross it over and bring it to the next pair. And again, pick up, cross over to the next pair in that anti-clockwise direction. And now we have the final move of this part of the sequence. We pick up the next door cord, cross it over and bring it up to the top. Now what we have to do, and I'm just pulling down because I haven't got that weight, your weight will be pulling that down a little bit better. Now what we need to do is close up these pairs. So that can be done in any order. Just work your way around, close up the pairs so that the setup resembles the beginning, the starting positions. And that completes the sequence. You will notice that the coloured chords, the contrast chords, have changed position. But in the next sequence, they will return to the starting positions. So I'm going to go through that quickly with you again. And again, I'm just going to be pulling from underneath. So we're starting top left, round to the next pair, pick up, 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 all clockwise. Now we go anti-clockwise. Same movements, but anti-clockwise. I'm just going to pull down on that, and then I close up the pairs. Now, you will find this a little bit more difficult than the regular round braid, but I hope you can see from that it works in a logical sequence. And what you need to do is just take some time, some peace and quiet to work through that until you get into the rhythm of the braid. And then you'll be well on your way to making beautiful hollow braids. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you will take the time to get into the rhythm of that braid, because it really is a great braid. And I've used it in many different ways, but what I want to show you here is how I've used it as a sort of lariat design with a buckle on the one I'm wearing, and here. And here I've just used it for really a pendant. And this design and this design were actually featured in a magazine. I wrote the tutorial way back in, I think it was 2011, and that was Beads and Beyond that this necklace was featured in. But you can use this braid for lots of different things. And I hope to show you in future videos different ways of using this particular braid structure. So do subscribe to my channel, because that's the way you will be informed of when I actually upload these new videos that I have planned for you. And don't forget also to take a peep at my website, prumihimo.com, which is an absolute wealth of information about kumihimo, prumihimo, and a few other things as well. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye!